Welcome back to the channel, good friends. We're going to continue to work on the H2 Hummer here. The last thing we did is attach the fender flares here all the way around, and we're just going to continue to open boxes and get this thing assembled and put together the way I envisioned this build. Completely different than anything I've ever done. I like it so far. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. So in this box was an aftermarket ladder rack, both for show and for practical use to get up top to storage up on the roof. Let's get it together and get it attached to the vehicle. Very simple, should be a short video. This is the rack for attaching it. This gets bolted up top on the guide rails for the rack up on the roof. The ladder itself, lightweight aluminum, but it's supposed to be strong enough for 300 some pounds. All you need is this Allen key and the brackets, spacers, washers, nuts, 10mm ratchet. First thing we can do is get this attached to the frame. And this goes on top, so we're going to go one of these and one of these. Let's line up. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. Line up these holes. Go in here. Flip it over. Washer, 10 mil, and another 10 mil. Well, we might as well get this side in as well. Okay, let's spin this around. Very happy you could take some time and keep me company as I'm getting some of this stuff together. Use the Allen key here. Crank this down a little bit. At the end of the day, the boys went home about a half hour ago, nice and quiet. Now I can fire up the recording equipment and do some videos. I'll be shocked if this thing can hold up to 300 some pounds, but, well, I'm not even half of that. So me getting up on this thing isn't going to be much of a test, but if it fails for me, well, this thing was, I think this thing did come from China. I mean, I didn't order it from Temu or anything, but Evil Bay gets bad enough. I gotta say, this thing came in a timely manner, only a couple days later. The vendor did have a 99 point something, 1 or 2 rating. Very good. All right, let's get this attached to the rails up in the roof. So up here in the roof rack, those I'm not sure what you call them, but the bolts that secure that thing up on there go in there, twist and lock, and act just like these do, locking in there. As you tighten up, it clamps on these pieces of metal here. So let's see how that goes. I can't get you up here, hold the camera and do it at the same time, but we'll see how it goes. Well, this is about as high as I'm going to be able to get you. I'm not sure what you're going to be able to see, but let me grab all of the tools and everything I need. All right, we need to get them started at least. Speaking of Temu and Amazon and eBay, I'm not sure if most of you know, but I've had motorcycles, four-wheelers, and three-wheelers since I was 10, 11. We had a lot of land when I was younger. And, well, I mean, you needed some of those to get around and maintain the property, but I also had pretty many for fun. From little YZ80 was the first motorcycle I had. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys had motorcycles or three-wheelers or four-wheelers. The three-wheelers were so dangerous. And I had, well, no, they were dangerous, but I had my worst accident on a four-wheeler. That was a Yamaha 4x4. Went up over a log and, well, that didn't end well. But all right, so this has to go in there. Let me get this in there first. All right, there's that one. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure why that one is giving me problems, so let me take care of getting this squared away, and then I'll be right back with you. All right, it took some finagling, but I finally got it. Now we can slide it back and forth before we tighten it. And we just need to find a spot. Well, that's as far back as it goes. So I think that's where I'm going to put it for now. Before we tighten it down, we do have to peel the back off of the 3M double-sided tape here. There's one. There's two, and we'll come down and we'll make sure that it's okay. It's at the end there. That's good. Now we can attach it. Push it there. That ain't going nowhere. But anyways, as I was saying, I was looking through for some of these parts, and I came across, they actually sell a sport bike, I forget what it's called, but I think it's a 250. I don't think it's a 500. I don't think it's anything real powerful like a 500 or a 750. The last bike that I had was a Suzuki, had a 1441 piston kit. It was a Hayabusa. It had the extension out the back with an 80, I think it was a 60 or an 80 kit for the tire. It was a real wide tire. It was a real bitch for me to lean over. If you ever have ridden a motorcycle with a real wide tire, you have to have a little bit of substantial weight to lean while you're going around the turns. And me being a lightweight, that was the only difficult part of it. But that bike was so much fun. That was the last bike I ever had. But speaking of bikes, I came across Temu and Amazon. Bikes you can order right off the Amazon site. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Comes in a box, maybe 90% put together. And all you do is put in oil, put the tires on, put the handlebars on, and they're good to go already. I was thinking about ordering a couple of those and putting them together and just seeing if, I mean, these things are made in China. So right out of the box, they're going to need some upgrades like brake pads and maybe some tires, some wider tires, because they come with real skinny tires. I mean, at $250, you don't need a wide tire. But I thought it'd be fun to order some of those, get them in here, put them together in between detailing and buying cars for filler videos, and put them together and see if I could take them up and down the street here without them killing me. Because I mean, these things can't be for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and you're ordering offline. I don't know. I just can't see that these would be the highest quality. I just think it would be fun to see what you're getting, ordering off of sites like that for the money, and we'll see what we get. We'll put it together and see if we can actually ride them without the damn things falling apart and sending us to the hospital with brush burns and, well, hopefully not broken bones, but let me know down in the comment section if you would be interested in videos like that to mix in now and again. Well, it does feel solid, and it's not going anywhere. So I have it like directly over the tire. I know when I'm standing, I can get my leg up on the tire. So let's test this thing. If I want to reach for something in the center that I have strapped down in the center of the roof, and I can get my foot up on there, and I'll be damned. I can get up on here and reach the center. Now, am I going to be able to get back down? Oh yeah, all right. I would definitely get another rung if they sell different ladders like this, but yeah, it worked. It's for aesthetics as well. It gives it that, I mean, I was going for the Black Ops look. They have one for in the side. They have one for the back that comes down a little bit lower. And I do also have a storage rack ordered for this window. And what it is it's a grate that goes over this window. And you'll see it when we put it together. And you can store things like gas tanks and tools and stuff. I'll show you what it looks like, but kind of gives it that off-road Black Ops look. I also got some things to guard the windows to go all the way around and give it that Black Ops kind of operations safety kind of look to it. We have a lot of light bars. We have a visor for the front here. Lots of fun stuff to do to this. I'm anxious to see it all put together. I love this. Just the steps, putting it together little by little has been so fun. This is something so completely different than what I normally do. I enjoy it. If anybody ever wants a Hummer put together, I mean, we can not only do these, but with the PPF, we could do gloss of any color with chrome, accents, chrome around the lights, handles, mirrors. Chrome package has a lot of different chrome pieces. Or we could do the blackout look with a glossy color. We could do whatever you want. But yeah, I mean, it's just subtle, but it gives it that off-roadsy look, like the Land Cruiser kind of look, Jeep, but more badass. Let me know what you think. We have a lot more to add to it to give it that look. I think the LED light bar going across there, maybe here or in here, would really help with that. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. that's going to do it for this video. Two things I could ask. What do you think of this so far as it's coming together? You're either going to love it or hate it. I don't see anybody in between. And I understand both. I mean, it's a completely different look. And then the second thing down in the comment section, what do you think of the idea of ordering some of these, cheapest sport bike? I mean, this isn't a dirt bike. This is a sport bike with the fairings that looks like a true fast sport bike. And it just comes in a box. And all you do is put the handlebars and the tires on it. It really interests me. And you can get dirt bikes, four-wheelers and three-wheelers and go-karts and off-road vehicles that way as well. It's something different we can mix in. If you're interested in that, if that would entertain you, let me know. And I'll order some and we'll have some fun. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I'll catch you in the next video.